Here they are. I think we're about to get that scene from the previews. With what we think is the Barrow Wights. Man, them black guy's nervous. It's alright, this isn't downtown Chicago. You can calm down. The Barrow Downs.
Days, this was where they laid their lords and kings to rest.
In ancient days? Aren't you in ancient days right now? They're at the Barrow Downs? Isn't that near the Shire? Is that where they're at? I don't think I could be wrong about this, but wasn't it the Witch King who sent out the Barrow Wights into the Barrow Downs? There's a connection there. There is no Witch King at the moment, I don't think. Well, this season, they sure do like their jump scares. Is he not going to tell them? He just saw a couple of eyes awaken.
What did you hear?
Well, he didn't hear something. He saw it. He literally saw a creature open its eyes. He's not going to tell them about that?
It was almost like a song. The memory of a song.
What? What are you talking about? I heard a memory of a song.
The king sent a dispatch to warn Celebrimbor.
Did he? I thought he only sent one messenger. He sent a dispatch? I thought he only sent one guy.
We must go from this place.
Yeah, I would leave. Why are they sticking around for so long? Are they gonna do the... Did they really kill the black guy first? Oh my gosh. This show, man, they have no idea. They really... The first guy to die is the black guy. You would think that people who are just obsessed with race at every single turn would know better not to kill the black guy first. Well, what can I say? Old habits, die hard. She's pissing all over herself. Oh, he's dead. It sounded like Crunch to me. And he didn't even put up a fight.
Prepare yourselves.
That didn't look too bad, but I kind of expect more from this show. The CGI, more often than not, is the one thing in the show they tend to get right. That right there looked like it could almost be in a video game. That CGI didn't look good to me at all. It just looked... It wasn't horrible, but it really wasn't that good. Not of how much money they're spending on this show. It was enough to stick out to me. What are they doing, the whole Avenger lineup? Oh my god. They're even doing the Avenger lineup. Even they're panning around the Avengers, and they even got Legolas pulling out his bow. They got people, they did the Avengers scene. Oh, come on, guys. You got to be more original than that. Oh my gosh. I guess that doesn't look too bad. They all look like gypsies.
They're impervious to our weapons.
Oh, she's dead. I wonder... the black guy was just crunched. They used him for breakfast. I'm wondering if, how much plot armor she's got. Probably, I'm guessing, a lot. Let's see how long she survives.
Take it.
According to law, only the blades with which they were buried will return such creatures to rest.
I think it's safe to say that something has awoken them.
No.
Someone. It's Sauron. Let me guess.
Awakening evil.
Okay. That scene wasn't horrible. I thought the CGI on some of them at some points were weak. I thought it could have been a little bit better, but it wasn't too bad. It was over quick, and then, well, they killed the black guy. So much for their diversity hire. Yeah, and then Elrond thinking fast and being like, hey, let's get, open up the tomb and get their weapons. That's clever. You know, I like that. You know, he knows the lore, and his knowledge of the lore of the creatures allowed them to defeat them. But it seemed kind of cheap. It seemed like, I don't know, like there should have been a little bit more back and forth. I feel like you got these Barrow Wights. I guess you can't tell me like, well, for budget reasons they had to cut it down. Most expensive TV show ever made. Okay, they're elves. They could have done something a little bit more clever. You know, like hopping around or dodging chains and attacks and stuff, and you know, a little bit more action there since the show is so slow and paced. There could have been a, you know, because it looked like the Barrow Wights were just kind of floating around and not doing much, and then they'd strike, but they only would kill one person. So I wish we got a little bit more out of that. The scene ended quickly. I don't know. I kind of thought that when Elrond opened up that tomb, he was going to say something like, hey, let's retreat within here, or something like maybe there's an underground barrow that we can run inside and then go out on the other end or something. But he just grabbed the weapons and started throwing them around, and it was just like it was over so quick. And I just thought, that's all you had to do? Wasn't there like a buttload of them too? There's like 6 or 7 of those things floating around. And all the weapons of the ones that were buried with them were all in one single place that they could just grab easily like that. It looked like they only grabbed 3 different types of weapons and killed them that way. I don't know. I'm not... I guess it was fine. Like, it was something. It was interesting a little bit. And when the Barrow Wights... I'll tell you, this show, it's getting more and more... It likes doing jump scares. There has been multiple jump scares throughout several episodes in this season, and they're trying to play it up. I don't understand the whole premise of, well, because Sauron is on the loose, evil has awakened throughout the land now, and the Barrow Wights are coming back to life. I don't know, man. I feel like, well, hasn't he been in power for a while? I mean, he's been the goo. He's been the goo for who knows how long, but wasn't he in power before that? And it's like, well, his influence is stretching across the land. How? How exactly is that working? How is that happening? I mean, he's just one person. Yeah, he's a powerful wizard, but, you know, Mount Doom erupted, but it's just like, how is he stretching his influence across the land? I don't understand. Like, bridges are going out, and Barrow Wights are awakening, and Khazad-dûm, like the evil of Mount Doom has stretched all the way to Khazad-dûm, and then there's an earthquake, and all this stuff is happening because the evil is spreading. I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, Sauron didn't have anything to do with the eruption of Mount Doom. That was all Adar. So what is Sauron actually doing to influence all this stuff? Is him just existing and accepting his evilness, you know, being in the world, spreading it all? It doesn't make any sense. And it's just starting to get kind of cheesy, seeing Galadriel time and time again constantly bring up the fact that this is Sauron. It's Sauron. It's not what has caused this. It's who. It's like, yeah, okay, we get it. He's evil. He's the Lord of all evil. But I don't know. I guess the scene was fine. I think it could have been better. Again, I just kind of felt like it was mediocre, man. I don't know. And I'd love to know about the lore. I don't even think the Barrow Wights are supposed to be here, and that they're supposed to be in existence. But maybe I could be wrong about that. Maybe they're trying to spin it in a different way. I don't know.